What up, Bench Buddy fans? We are back today with our NFL award predictions. We'll be doing 10 categories here. I know Ethan and I are going to agree to disagree on some of these, maybe a little bias in a few of them too, but we will get right into it, as the first one will be Offensive Rookie of the Year. And I'm going with Zach Wilson, my guy. I think he potentially will have a breakout year and give the Jets something to cheer about for upcoming years.
Yeah, and I agree with you on that. I think Justin Fields will win this Rookie of the Year this year, though, because I see him starting early and then just getting after it with the Bears and leading them to a maybe like above 500 record.
For Defensive Rookie of the Year, I got Micah Parsons. He's actually playing tonight. He's done pretty well. I think he's going to be a key piece for Dallas to win the division if they're going to do that. And just what he showed at Penn State last year, really, he really adds that linebacking core of Leighton Vander Esch, and him could be a 1-2 punch to stop the run. So that's why I think he's going to be a breakout player of the year.
Yeah, and I think Pat Surtain's going to be that guy, except for in the secondary for the Broncos. I think that was a great pick for the Broncos, and I wish the Cowboys would have taken Pat Surtain. But you know what? The Broncos are getting a good corner here, and he'll be locking down all the number one receivers this year. Well, hot take, but maybe.
For comeback player of the year, I'm going with Odell here. I know Dak's the favorite. You know, Dak, Joe Burrow, it's always a quarterback, but I think Odell is going to put up insane numbers this year. Baker is going to be potentially top 10 quarterback this year, and I think it's the Browns' division to lose right now, with all the Ravens players getting hurt. You know, the Big Ben, questions around him. Steelers did just sign Watt, though, so he'll be playing. But I'm taking Odell just because of what he's shown in the past, and I think he can recover quickly from this one.
I think Dak will win it this year because coming off that gruesome injury last year, he really had a lot of setbacks, and now he's back. And he's looked good in week one. We're recording this at halftime of week one, and he's looked good so far in the first half. So I'm excited. I think he'll be a top 10 quarterback as well this year.
All right, so we got QB of the year here. We got a Super Bowl rematch as our QB of the year. I'm going with Brady because he's the GOAT. You know, he's already dominating. He's got 3 touchdown passes at half. Mahomes, obviously, you got Mahomes. I mean, everybody knows about Mahomes. Everybody knows about these two guys. Like, they're going to be dominant, like always, unless a freak injury happens. Then anything else you want to say about Mahomes?
I mean, I'll save it for now. You'll see why later. All my fans out there.
All right,
the running back.
Your guy here.
My boy Dalvin. So I got him in a couple fantasy leagues. So I'm thinking he'll win me some money this year as my running back of the year. He has those games like against your Packers last year. What, like 4 touchdowns?
Still lost.
Still lost. Whatever. But yeah, I think Dalvin's a great running back, and I think he'll carry my fantasy team this year. So I'm happy about that.
I'm going with a huge sleeper pick here. I'm thinking David Montgomery because I'm also on the Fields bandwagon here. I think Fields will play early, and he's going to benefit from Montgomery being able to be a dual threat, pass catching, and obviously running back. You know, I think the Bears have a lot to lose this year, head coaching wise and staff like that, and that's why they took a risk on Fields. And Montgomery is going to be the key piece to the success in Chicago, if they will be good or not this year.
Boys, wide receiver of the year. Both are in the top 3 running back or top 3 wide receivers in my opinion. I'm going to talk about D-Hop. I think he's just a freak of nature. He's not really been like last year. His receiving yards were a little bit more down than they usually are, but it's D-Hop, so he'll have a good year this year. Mm-hmm. And the physical traits are crazy on that guy.
I mean, he has Kyler Murray just hucking it up to him.
Yeah, that's why he's
casually just goes up and catches no matter what. But same to be said about Devontae. Rodgers just knows that Devontae is going to come down with it, so he just throws it up for him. I mean, dude scored in 13 out of the 16 games last year. Like, that's insane. And obviously, he had a few games with 2 touchdowns too. he put himself in that MVP category last year, but unfortunately he had Rodgers throwing him the ball. So Rodgers won it. But Adams, I think, will be in for another great career year. He's in his prime right now, especially with Rodgers. And it could be his last prime year in Green Bay as well if Rodgers leaves. So I'm going out on a limb here. I think the Chargers are going to have a great year, and I think they might win that division.
Wow.
I know it may be a stretch, the AFC West, but I just think that the Chargers with Herbert right now, Eckler, Keenan Allen, they have the core back. Defense is average. I mean, Derwin James is back as well. That's something that's going unnoticed.
Yeah.
I think Herbert is going to have a strong year, and I think he will get them to 11, 12 wins this year, and I think that's why he will be up there for Coach of the Year.
Yeah, I like that take about the Chargers and Brandon Staley. We just don't know. We've never seen him like coach, so it's hard to say. I was thinking about that too, though, when we were doing this. But I got Sean McVay ahead of him because I think winning that division with that stacked division is saying a lot, and it says a lot about your coaching. And he's been leading them, especially with a new quarterback. So he's got to switch up the system. I think he's going to be the Coach of the Year this year.
So I'll just let you talk about this one since we both picked TJ Watt here.
This is my boy TJ Watt. Big extension. We don't really need to talk much about him. We know he's a top pass rusher in the league, and he's in his prime right now, set for some career years here, and that's what we both noticed that. So
he deserved to get all $112 million that he got.
Yeah.
So both of us here kind of took guys that, potentially could win this award, but they're not favorites by any means. I took Nick Chubb just because I said the Browns will be dominant this year, and Cleveland is going to obviously run the ball with 1-2 punch with Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb, but Nick Chubb will be leading that freight train and just pound it down the field. And Nick Chubb will have his best year of his career in the NFL this year and lead the Browns to the playoffs, win the division, and who knows, maybe a potential Super Bowl. I don't know. You never know this year with the Browns. It all comes down to Baker.
Yeah, I think I got CeeDee Lamb. I think he's that guy in the Cowboys offense now. I think he might be the number one over Amari Cooper. I don't know about you, but he's got more of that talent, like that speed and route running ability like Devontae Adams, which is why I'm giving him the Offensive Player of the Year. I think he's going to have 1,000 yards receiving and maybe like 14 touchdowns. It's a big year.
Maybe even 1,500 with that extra game,
Yeah, true.
So for MVP, it's a battle of the Super Bowl rematch here. We're going Brady, Mahomes. Obviously, Brady, 7-time Super Bowl winner, the GOAT. You got the baby GOAT in Mahomes here. I'll let you talk about Mahomes. There's not much to be said about Brady. So,
I mean, Mahomes has been the best quarterback in the league for the last 3 years now, and he's what, 2-time or what? He won the Super Bowl MVP.
Won the MVP, and he's been what? Yeah. Twice. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's crazy how experienced he already is, and I think for my pick, which was the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl over the Buccaneers, I think he's going to take down the GOAT this year.
Mm-hmm. That'll definitely
the GOAT. He's the GOAT, but
for sure. If Mahomes can obviously beat Brady in a Super Bowl, not many have achieved that. Just Nick Foles and Eli Manning. But that will wrap it up for today's video. Ethan, take it away.
All right, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, Bench Buddies are out of here.
She never called back.